We've all seen what happens when a single piece of punctuation goes missing. A simple dinner invitation turns into a threat to a family member, all because a tiny comma was left out of the sentence. Spoken language has its own invisible punctuation. The way you raise your tone, how long you drag out a vowel, or exactly where you choose to pause dictates the message people actually receive. Now, imagine trying to transmit a 600-page book entirely out loud, not just for a few years, but across multiple continents for over 14 centuries. How do you keep the words from mutating into a massive global game of telephone? To solve this problem, scholars realized that writing words on a page wasn't enough. They needed a way to lock the spoken sounds themselves into a permanent, repeatable pattern. This system is called Tajweed. It focuses on the mechanical rights of every single letter, ensuring that every sound gets exactly what it needs, the right length, the right weight, and the right exit point from the mouth. A reciter follows a strict phonetic blueprint that leaves no room for regional accents or personal style. Every sound is deliberate, following a set of rules that haven't changed in centuries. This oral code is passed down physically. A teacher sits with a student and corrects the exact placement of their tongue and lips, essentially programming the next generation's vocal cords to replicate the original sound. Over time, Tajweed acts as a self-correcting shield. It locks the spoken sounds into place so that human error cannot alter the original meaning. To understand how this shield works, we have to look at how it handles lawn, the term for any deviation from the correct pronunciation. This page categorizes mistakes. Swapping letters, like S for T, is a major failure, changing meaning, and is strictly forbidden. Further down are minor mistakes, like missing a rhythm. Meaning stays, but audio quality suffers, like radio static. By categorizing errors this way, Tajweed provides a systematic tool to identify and fix bugs in the spoken audio. Tajweed works as a preventative system. By controlling exactly how the vocal tract moves, it makes these errors almost impossible to commit. Try a quick biological test right now. Keep your mouth closed, pinch your nose shut, and try to hum the letter M or N. You can't do it. That sound physically requires your nasal cavity to escape. This page details a concept called guna. It dictates exactly how many seconds that nasal vibration must be held to create a specific, unbroken rhythm in the sentence. The entire discipline operates like a biological user manual. It maps out the exact coordinates where the tongue must strike the teeth and how much air the lungs must push. Once the physical sounds are locked in, Tajweed takes control of the silence. You can think of the flow of a recitation like a city's traffic grid, where breathing is heavily regulated. This table shows the rules for breathing. A reciter can't just stop whenever they run out of air. There are designated points where a pause is allowed, and others where it would break the logic of the sentence. The logic is based on context. If you stop mid-sentence to gasp for air, you might sever a thought right down the middle, accidentally reversing a statement of faith into something confusing or contradictory. Mastering where to stop and breathe is treated with equal importance as pronouncing the words themselves. The combination of exact vocal placement and strict breath control created an unbreakable oral tradition. Long before modern digital audio recorders, this system transformed the human body into a permanent, high-fidelity recording device. This system is still in use today. In classrooms around the world, the exact same audio code is being downloaded into a new generation of students, directly from mouth to ear. Tajweed represents a massive historical effort to preserve the human voice. It turned oral tradition into a high-precision science. We started by looking at how easily spoken words drift and mutate in a game of telephone. This is a text that successfully defended against that drift for over 14 centuries. The next time you hear a recitation, listen for the mechanics behind the melody. You are hearing an ancient audio blueprint being executed in real time, exactly as it was designed over 1,000 years ago.